Hi, it's me again. I'm here. I'm going to show you how to make the little trees. I'm going to try to do this by myself, so it's going to be a little hectic, and you'll get the general sense on how to make them good enough to be able to do it yourself. But I won't actually go through the process, but I'll show you. What you're going to need is some good old-fashioned hairspray. Extra hold, it doesn't matter, any kind. Some people use diluted Elmer's glue, but I find this is less messy and it works just as good. Also, depending on the size of your trees, you're going to want this craft wire, really whatever you find that you like better, this craft wire, or even for larger, you can use this is just aluminum never rust wire. I just had it in a toolbox, so I decided to utilize it. These I got at, I think, Ben Franklin. They're just the foam blocks that they use for floral foam. It's the sandy feeling, and then baling twine. And as you can see here, it'll be pretty simple. So first, what I did is I took this and a cheese grater actually, and I just grated for probably 30 minutes or so until I got this kind of fine dust. And I mean, it's different clumps. You can see you can even see some pieces of twine there where I've been making the other trees. And just so first I just got this sand block, grated it, and made me kind of like a little Tupperware full of that grated medium. Next, you want to get yourself a variable speed drill. I had this old drill that just moved slow. I fashioned me kind of a jig on it. I just took a piece of the wire and, like I said, hooked it. So it was easy for me to make a jig that I could hook on and off as needed. Also use a block or something on the other side, which, if I look, I'm sure I could find, but it's a real simple block. Sorry I didn't have this out, but a real simple block. Also, this is more important if you've got this fine wire. I just took a screwdriver or a planer and just rubbed me kind of like a little groove in there. When I made these initially, I wanted to make me a full out jig, but just didn't have the space. So, because I don't really have a hobby area, so I just kind of made this, found something to make an equal height to that. So I got my block, I've got my media over here, which is just my shaved or grated florist foam, and this way when I hook something there, it'll hold. Also, on the other half, I have a vise that I put there, which I just cannot seem to find at the moment, but you can use whatever you think will work, even a pair of pliers. But if you have someone helping you, they can use their hands. But what I did was basically got a length of either the green wire here and hooked it on the end. I grab it, start it up, and it'll twist the wire halfway up this medium. So when you first get it, you want to grab it with a pair of pliers, hook it around, and engage your drill so it will kind of wind the wire halfway up. That'll be your tree. That'll actually turn into this here. That'll actually turn into your tree trunk. And so you grab the wire, whatever diameter or whatever thickness you want. I use this a lot. Like in this tree, I use this. I just wanted to be a little bit more sturdier because I was sticking it in the dried foam. Wind it halfway up till you get a tree trunk, then stop. Then you're just going to simply peel one side up, lay the other side in this groove here, and once you've got that kind of mapped out there, you've kind of got that laid down, then you're just going to take pieces of, sorry, I'm kind of doing this one hand by myself. You're just going to take your scissors and you're just going to cut length of a twine. And you're just going to kind of take that twine, and you want to kind of unroll this twine, and you're going to lay it. Let me see if I can spread this out a little bit. You're going to lay this twine, get this twine unraveled, and just going to kind of take the twine and lay it out across here, and you're going to want to lay it the whole length of this block. Then you're going to take your other wire here, and you're going to kind of sandwich it in. And once you sandwich it in, which I said it's harder for me to show you one-handed, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to sandwich it in, you're going to grab it, and then you're going to, while you're holding it, pull the trigger on your drill, start your drill, and it'll spin it. And what will happen is that wire will grab, and it will just grab a hold of these fibers, and you're going to end up with what's going to look like a bottle brush. If you see that here in the end of that, kind of looks like a bottle brush, and you're going to just kind of cut and shape it to whatever kind of random shape you want, so it's not going to look like a pretty bottle brush, but that's what you're looking for. You're looking for kind of like a bottle brush look to your little tree. And then once you have that, you're going to take the tree, and you're simply going to take your can, you're going to spray the tree down, and then you're going to either, a lot of times I dipped it in here, or you're going to hold it with one hand and sprinkle. Again, doing this one-handed, I got to have one hand on the camera, so I'm explaining all this. You're just going to sprinkle your shredded block over top of your tree. And like I said, I got kind of down in here, and I just kind of shushed it around and kind of got it real dirty. And what you're going to end up is it's going to look like this. And of course, after you do this, you're going to kind of tap it a little bit, and then you're going to take the hairspray and respray it lightly to kind of set it over that. And so that's going to make your little tree. You're going to end up with something that looks like this. And up close, it's not really awesome, but you know, once you set it in context, as far as like your design, as far as your scenery, it'll really blend in. And as you can see, I've done several different versions. I've got them big and small, and there are other. This is just my adaptation. There are several other videos on how to do this, but I like the randomness. It gives the trees more of a good look. But it's simple. I think I actually had, you can get a smaller bottle of this at your Home Depot or Lowe's for like $2 or $3. This is baling line we got from outdoor, from a farm supply store, because we got a small farm, and I just kind of had this in the barn. I pulled that out. Like I said, this I pulled out of the toolbox, but you can also get this at Michael's or Lowe's. I just made a jig so I could go through them faster, so I wouldn't have to undo and redo. I could just kind of lay it across the block, give you some stability. But everything here, craft wire, $3 or $4, $3. I think the block was like $3. So once you get all the main components to this, you can just knock out trees. I mean, you can spend a day. I did all the trees you see here in one afternoon. You know, I started with the very small ones, little skinny ones. I started because I wasn't sure what scale I wanted. Once I really, and I used a smaller wire on them. Once I really got into it and decided I was going to go a little bigger with like O scale, I started using the big trees, the bigger wire. But it's easy. As you can see over here, I've got some old Christmas mailbox that I'm going to overcoat with some foam and make another rock tunnel. I think these are really good form. I got these at Dollar General for like $1 because their Christmas stuff's on sale. But they also come out for them for Thanksgiving. So look for these little mailboxes. They make real good tunnels, and I'm going to overlay that with foam and do the same thing. So and then that's going to look real good. But that's my project. Like I said, hairspray, your floral foam, some wire, and some twine, and you can just knock out trees. It's fun. My 5-year-old boy helped me. We had a good time. We made trees, and I even, as you can tell, I used some of the snow that's on clearance. It's January now. On clearance, I just use that snow to highlight the trees also. I think I think you can also use flocking spray. I have not tried just plain straight white spray paint because I like the way the snow fell. I feel like it gave a more authentic look to it. And as you can see up close, you can kind of see how some of the rocks get porous. So you can kind of see the foam if you look real close. But back from a distance, and once you incorporate it into your whole scene, you'll definitely it definitely gives a great illusion of a rock face and of a rock tunnel. And I'll be updating more of these videos. I also have some helicopter videos because I'm all about I love having large landscapes, but as a father of 3, I've got to do it inexpensive, and I've got to do it the cheapest way possible and still make it look good. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.